Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the App Store. Okay, the App Store is broken down into lots of different categories, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to explain that a little bit. Up here in the top left, you click on categories, and what you can do is you can just scroll around till you can see a category that you're interested in. And then what you do is just go ahead and click on it, and then it will open up all the apps for that particular category. And if you want, you can go ahead and click in categories again and go back to all categories just to go ahead and start over. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move all the way down to the bottom here real quick. I want you to click right here, and I want you to make sure you're signed into your account. All you have to do is just go ahead and say sign in if you're not already signed in, and go from there. Now, if you have some problems with your account, you can go ahead and view ID. It'll ask you for your password. If you want, you can sign out if say someone else is signed into this account. And if you'd like, you can click I forgot if you forgot your password. And also, if you'd like, you can go to a website and go to iforgot.apple.com if you've lost your password or forgot your password for somehow or another. Okay. Now, these quick links right here, they change every now and then, but it's kind of a handy way of looking at it. Now, if you click on redeem right here, what you could do is you enter in your password. And then what you can do is you can either use the camera or just type in manually those letters up there. All you have to do is hold the card in front of you, and the camera will automatically go ahead and copy down those numbers, or you can enter it in manually. And then afterwards, press redeem. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Okay. And then if you would like, you could send a gift. And by sending a gift is basically you're just choosing who you want to send it to, how much you want to send, and so on and so forth. Now, moving on across the bottom there, we're in the featured tab. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the top charts. The top charts is broken down into 3 different categories. And you have paid, free, and top grossing. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a look at these just for now. So we'll take a look at paid is Minecraft right there. And then we'll go ahead and click on free. And then, you can just go ahead and go across and look at these. If you look at Looney Tunes Dash, it says get. And if you look at Candy Crush Saga, it says get. That is the equivalent of saying free, but it's not free because there's in-app purchases, and that's why Apple has changed the name, and it doesn't say that. But what you need to do is, if you want to buy Looney Tunes Dash as an example, what you need to do is you need to press get, and then it says install, then you press it one more time. And then it'll go ahead and either ask for your password, or if you've bought it recently, it'll just allow you to go ahead and purchase it. Now, in this particular case, I have a iPhone 6 Plus, which has Touch ID, so all I have to do is press my finger over the Touch ID button. But in your case, you may have to enter your password, and so you would do so for right there. I went ahead and touched my Touch ID, and now it's going to go ahead and download. All right. Now I'm going to move on across to the top grossing. Now, if you notice this Clash of the Clan, it has a cloud with an arrow download. That means I already own it. Someone in my family has already purchased that, and all I have to do is download it. Nothing. I don't have to actually buy it. It's already been bought. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and explore. All right. And Explore has a couple different areas where you're just kind of looking around, and in this particular case, it shows you where some apps that are near you, and some apps that Apple would like you to see, some different categories, stuff like that. And you can click on different areas, stuff that you may find to be interesting. Yeah. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and click on search. Search just is just what it sounds like. It's just like basically you're searching for something. All you have to do is just type in the name of the app that you're looking for and press search. And then there it is. And you can go ahead and take a look at it. And if you notice that, again, this says that I own it, and you can just scroll through and read about it a little bit. Okay. Now, one of the things I would like to point out to you is up here in the top where it says the name of the company, AlgaeBits. If I click on that, that'll actually take me to all of the apps that AlgaeBits makes. And then, of course, it says offers in-app purchases. And then it gives you all of the different ratings. It gives you some descriptions about it, and if I want, I can press more to read more about it. And then here it tells you what's new with this most recent update. And then down here below is some details. This tells you when it was last updated, what the version is, and so on and so forth. It tells you what it's compatible with, any restrictions, anything like that. This right here is something I would like you to look at. It's called in-app purchases. And this right here tells you that, you know, to turn on the pro features, because it's going to cost you another $10. That's something to think about, especially with children. You want to make sure you understand what they're buying. A lot of apps are going to the freemium style, where you pay for you get the app for free, and then you get a whole bunch of, you buy coins and tokens and this, that, and the other just to keep the app running. It's just something to be thinking about. And here you can click on different versions, and you can see where they made changes and so on and so forth. And then here you can go ahead and click on the developer's website, and then you can click on developers apps. It's the same things I showed you earlier. You can go ahead and click on reviews. There's two different categories. It's either current version or all versions, and it's just kind of what you're interested in. And then you can read about it. If you click on that, it says all versions. I think you should really read about current version, because that's what you're purchasing right now, because you cannot go backwards if you're just now purchasing it. Over here in the far right, what we have here is an arrow, and what this is designed to help you share it. You can gift it. You can send it any of these particular different ways. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to updates. And updates is broken down into two categories again. There's this purchase section, and this is what we talked about in a previous class. And this is basically my purchases and then my family members' purchases. Okay. This is the update section. All the updates will live in this particular area, and you can choose to have them updated, or you can have them updated automatically. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go over the settings a little bit for the App Store. If you notice that I've gone into settings and then iTunes and App Store, make sure that you're signed in. This is automatic downloads, and these four categories here will automatically download if a family member buys an app or a song or a book or something like that. And you may not want that, because pretty soon your phone will get full with stuff that you don't even really want on there. But what I do recommend is automatic updates. And then the last section there is use cellular data, yes or no. And here are some suggestions. Would you like to have my apps and the App Store suggestions? And you just turn it on or off. It's up to you. Okay, well, that concludes my class for today. I hope you learned something, and have a good day.